Counselor. That word cost me $5 million and a really fun time with my friends. Counselor. Ow! No, you know what? It's fine. I know there's probably a lot of disappointment, guys. I understand. I get it. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I spelled it wrong. I'm not afraid to say it, okay? I didn't spell it in the moment. I couldn't spell it in the moment. I had a lapse of judgment, folks. All I'm going to say, I don't have anything to say. I spelled the word counselor wrong and I lost $5 million. That's literally all there is to say. However, if you do want to hear some context, let me preface this by saying all of this is 100% my fault, but I do have some reasons or like some explanation to give you sort of some context of where my head was at, why I chose spelling, why I chose the mental challenge at all, why I did any of those things. Some of them are really bad reasons. Something really unfortunate happened at the Beast City. Let's start at coming back from the vacation island. We fly back from Panama, right? It was super, super hot in Panama. Then we get into Toronto. It was actually getting kind of chilly. It was why we were all wearing hats and scarves and things like that. I had to have like hand warmers. We had 2 days before we started filming for the mental challenge. The change in temperature already was like, my body was not loving this. That same day that we get back, that is when we choose our challenge. I see in front of me, we have mental, physical, chance. Here was my thought process. I'm very physically active, but I knew that if I'm gonna be going up against 1-to-1 with a guy, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna win that. I'm just not as physically strong as a man. When I see 6'5" athletes going over to the physical challenge, I just don't think that physical is gonna be for me. I don't trust that I'm gonna be able to beat out a 6'5" jacked dude. No tea, no shade. I love those jacked dudes, okay? They were all lovely, wonderful people that I enjoyed so much, but I knew there was no way I was beating them. So it was sort of between chance and mental. I decided, no, I'm not gonna go do chance because I felt like if I chose chance, yes, it would be good to be like, okay, if it's meant to be, it will be. I just felt like I wouldn't feel satisfied if I got out on chance. And that was what I had been saying the entire time during the games. I really don't want to get out on something luck-based. I was feeling okay at the time, so I pick mental. I didn't know what the challenge was going to be, but I assumed it was going to be puzzle-ish or like escape room, maze, something like that would be mental, that would look really cool on camera. I also really didn't think they were gonna do trivia again because they had already done it in episode 2. Why would you do trivia again when you already did trivia? I just feel like that's kind of weird. You can call that a critique of the game. I thought it was a little silly to do trivia again, but again, you can call me a hater because I got out. That's fine. Another thing I want to explain is technically I lasted longer than the people who got eliminated in physical because they filmed theirs all in the same night. And that was why I had an extra day in the city, because they were filming that entire time while I was still in the city waiting for mental the next day. What happened between when I chose mental and when I went to go do mental is a little unfortunate. It's really cold. We go to sleep after we've chosen our different things. One thing that was very unfortunate that happened in the city was that when we got back from Panama, the girls' showers didn't have any warm water. They were freezing cold. I know since there's no electricity, there's no way I can dry my hair. There's no way to do anything like that. But I also knew I'm so gross. I've been traveling for 12 hours. I'm gonna give it a day, see if there's any warm water. To be fair, what happened was I was like, I'm not gonna take a shower until there's warm water because I know if I get my head wet and it's cold and I can't dry it, I'm gonna get sick because I know myself. I know that's how I work. I go to sleep. I'm like, I'm not taking a shower tonight. I go to sleep. I wake up the next day. A couple of the girls are like, hey, there's warm water right now, but like, I don't know how much more. And they're only in these showers. So go to these ones. Awesome. Let me go take a shower because I don't want to look gross on TV. I will tell you, I was fully ready to just not shower and look gross on TV if it meant that I was going to be not sick. I go take a shower. Halfway through the shower, I have like shampoo in my hair and it turns freezing cold again. I get out of the shower, try to go as quick as I can. And as soon as I do that, like I had already kind of been feeling run down. It was really unfortunate. I started to get really sick. I didn't really know what to do because that was the night that we were filming mental. And I was like, man, if I had known I was going to be sick, I might have chosen chance. And I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't have chosen chance ever because I really did mean over and over again that I didn't want to get out on chance. But this was just all unfortunate. Me and Akira, Kendra, Colton, Piper, we were all hanging out and playing werewolf. And while we were sitting there, I was still under the mindset, you know what? I still probably won't get sick. I'll probably be okay. If you want to know how dumb I am, you're gonna shake your head. This is so random, okay? I know, but this is all important. I'm sitting there. I had never ever shotgunned anything. I've never ever done it. I have no idea how to do it. They're like, oh my gosh, we have cans of soda. We should teach you how to shotgun a soda. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, that's a great idea. I go grab cans of sweet tea, soda, and things like that. And they teach me how to do it. And I do it. And I do it pretty okay. Let me tell you how bad I felt after that. From that point on, I got so incredibly sick. I knew I was running a fever. I was having chills and I felt so exhausted. Then the stomach stuff starts happening. I couldn't like eat anything. Akira had to basically force feed me. He was like, no, you haven't eaten anything today. You need to get something. I eat like half of it. We're getting told by the people, hey guys, we need to be heading into the shuttles to the filming location for the mental challenge. And I wish I had my friends here to just reiterate this point. I was laying on the ground, hunched over and trying so hard not to throw up. Then they're like, okay, the bus is gonna be here in 2 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, I tell the wrangler, I gotta go right now. I'm gonna throw up. And she's like, okay. And so I sprint to the bathroom, vomit a couple of times. Sorry, I know that's so gross, trigger warning about vomit. I run back, I hop in the car. I'm sitting there just the whole time like, oh, I'm cooked. Oh no. All to say, when I did do the mental challenge, it is still my fault. If I was well, I probably still wouldn't have spelled counselor right. However, I'll get to that. But yes, I was very sick leading up to the mental challenge. We drive the bus, we get over to the miking area. We have a very, very cool shuttle driver. He's playing us music. We haven't heard music in weeks because we've been filming this whole time, which was so sad. And so like actually hearing music and we were getting to request music, it was so nice, but it was also kind of hard. The vibrations of the music was like messing with my stomach and I was like, oh, it's gonna happen again, I bet. Oh, I'm gonna throw up on TV for everybody. And they take us all in to go get ready to film. We get in there, I see the desks and I'm like, just imagine, I'm thinking, I wonder if this is gonna be a puzzle. Is it gonna be a maze? Is it gonna be an escape room? What is this about to be? And what do I see? I see desks. And you know what? When I see school desks as a girl who was homeschooled, I about shit myself. I'm like, are you gonna make me take a fucking test? Dude! I'm so sorry. I was homeschooled. I did have a 4.0 GPA all through college. I graduated high honors. All that to say, I can't spell counselor. Just because you have high honors doesn't mean you're good at spelling or that smart. Doesn't mean anything. It just means you're good at studying. Anyways, yeah, I get there. I about shit myself because I see school desks. As a homeschooler, that is about the most terrifying thing you can see, knowing that you're about to take some sort of standardized test. They tell us we're taking an IQ test. By the way, still sick. The throwing up didn't help. The room is spinning and I'm like, this is great. This is excellent. I've never taken an IQ test before. I don't know what to expect. I was 100% ready to go home. When they said, you are the dumbest, then you get eliminated. I was like, sorry folks, I'm off. I thought for sure that I was gonna get the dumbest. I was so scared because I've never taken an IQ test before and I just really didn't know what to expect. So they sit us down, we start doing the IQ test. We only have 15 minutes for 20 questions. Then we finish the test. I'm quaking in my boots. We have a little bit of time in between when we finish the tests and them grading it. I will never forget David being like, I know I got this. He was just like convinced that he got the number one and yeah, he did. But let me explain what the test was. The IQ test doesn't really have to do with anything besides your ability to recognize patterns. A good example of one of these questions would be something like triangle plus circle equals square, square, square. And then the next line said square plus octagon equals circle, triangle, half square. And then the next one would be another thing like that. You would have to figure out what square equaled or what triangle equaled. I felt very jealous of some of the people who were like, oh my gosh, I've taken these before. I get really, really nervous that I'm gonna be out. Thankfully, I wasn't. I was somewhere in the bottom half, but luckily not last. I was really afraid people were gonna pick me to go up against me. Like I had made good connections with almost all of the people there. So I think that's part of the reason I didn't get picked to go up against in the line. Because as you can see, people started to go out of order, because at first it went, the smartest person chose the person with the lowest IQ, then the next one the lowest IQ, then the next one. And it was kind of like they were doing that. I was so proud of Akira. Akira had been talking about that since before we had even went to Panama, talking about how he didn't trust them and talking about how he just really didn't like what they had done and that he thought that was shady, and I agree with him 100%. It was interesting because this is a rumor. Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I had heard from other contestants when we were in Panama that one of the brothers, I think Hazem, not Kareem, was going around showing them his book about how to manipulate people. Again, that is a rumor. That is what I heard from other people who were on the flight sitting next to them, but I could be 100% wrong. I don't know. I just thought it was so interesting because I would always watch Akira's interactions with him, and Akira was not acting like he was anything but friendly. It was really interesting. Akira just kept talking about wanting to get them out and just wanting that to be over, and so I knew as soon as it was his turn and he had gotten like 4th highest IQ, which by the way, Akira, that he was going to go after Kareem. I had like a pit in my stomach watching it happen though. One thing that you guys didn't see is that through any of the questions after Akira, that first time that somebody was offered 50K, we were all offered 50K after that, and nobody ran it back for another question. They skip over a whole bunch of people's questions, which I thought was so sad. I was really sad that they skipped over Ivy's, Ava's, Colton's, Justin's. I was like, dude, come on. But then it got down to Emma and I didn't realize, because I was so incredibly out of it, I didn't realize we were going to have to go up against each other until I looked at Colton and Ava. Oh, by the way, let me just put this out there. Emma was sick too. I was not the only one sick, so I can't only use that for me either. She was also sick too. I don't know how sick she was, but she was sick as well. So we start crying and we're really upset and just like heartbroken about the fact that like we're not both going to be able to move on. That was just so sad. It just sucked. So we watched Colton versus Ava, and that was also brutal. And I was really sad because then it really set in that it was me and Emma. And I was shocked. I did not think, because of how low I had scored in the IQ tests, I was shocked that I was going to be the one picking the trivia. And so Emma and I are standing there, start talking about the different categories, which also, by the way, I have beef. I have beef with this one. Why did you give us the worst categories? Everybody else had like animals, pop culture, television, sports. I would have fucked that up though. Wild card, art. They had so many different ones to choose from that were really good. Even to the point where I was standing next to Tariq. He would back me up on this. So they didn't show this, but a lot of the people who went up there during their trivia questions, they actually had to do new trivia questions multiple times because neither of the people got the question right or knew what the answer was. Let me tell you how infuriating it is. When they go down the line, any trivia question that got missed or that they weren't able to do, all of those, I knew every single answer to, even when nobody else knew what it was. I knew every single one. I was telling Tariq what the answer was, and he was like, you're getting all of these right. You don't have to be worried at all. And I was like, oh no, you just jinxed me. Imagine my utter heart-wrenching dismay when I walk up there and I look at the board and they say, spelling? Geography? I'm American. Dude, why would you do that? Literature? And looking back, I probably, if I could have picked, like if I was going to pick something to try and like get a leg up on somebody, I would have picked literature. That probably would have been a better choice for me. It was really unfortunate when I go up there and I'm like, how are you going to give me all of the bottom barrel trivia categories to choose from? And I was like, can I get another list? Can we get one more list? Give me animals, give me health sciences, give me anything like that. I would have been chilling. But also, to be fair, I still would have picked something that both Emma and I felt comfortable on, because we both decided together that we were going to do spelling because the other ones just didn't really seem like something that we were both comfortable with. My reason for winning is not better than anybody else's, first of all. All I wanted was the experience and to have a good time. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to make connections. I wanted to get to travel if I could. If I could win something, that would be cool. We both are looking around and I'm like, I don't feel good about geography. And she's like, oh, I don't feel good about geography either. And I was like, okay, how do you feel about literature and spelling? And she was like, I feel better about spelling. And I was like, That's fine. I'm cool with either of these. I'll be honest with you. I probably should have thought twice about that because I am not a speller. But also, let me defend myself a teeny bit, okay? When you can't see the word spelled out in front of you, it is so hard. I get why spelling bees are so hard now. I get it. Like, I genuinely understand. It is so hard to spell when you can't write it out. Emma was really smart. So what you didn't see was I stand there. I spell the word counselor wrong. I knew as soon as I said it, I thought about it a second time and I was like, oh, fuck, ER, not OR. Because I'm Southern and I say counselor. I watch Emma stand there and she does this. She's so smart. She goes, and she like spells it out in the air in front of her. And then she spells it after that. And like she has almost no time at all to finish spelling it because we only had so much time to do the question. She spells it and says it. I was like, oh, fuck, that was right. That was right. I know that was right. And then guess what happens? Jimmy says, that is incorrect. That time you saw her spell it, it does not cut to him saying, that is correct. He says, that is incorrect. And we both look at each other and we're like, no, I'm pretty sure that is how you spell it. I even said, I was like, no, I think that's right. Goes to the back and starts like for 40 minutes is talking to the other producers. I'm guessing what happened is that because there are 3 different spellings of counselor, they must have had a different spelling of counselor for their thing. Carl's like, I don't know. I didn't even know how to spell it to begin with. And the other guys are like, if that's not how you spell it, how do you spell it? I'm thinking to myself, honestly, at this point, if I go home, I'm not even going to be mad because I'm going to get to sleep in a hotel tonight. If that's the case, if I get eliminated right now, I get to go sleep in a hotel and I feel so exhausted. And I was like kind of thinking about like, oh my God, it would feel so good. I could take a hot shower. Oh, it might feel really, really good. It really might. He finally comes back after discussing with the producers or whoever for however long he was talking. He's like, let's run it back. He says, so you spelled it Counselor. And she was like, yeah, that is correct. And that was like when she also like went down and I was like, I kind of already knew, like on my face, I know that looked really disappointed and stuff, but it really was, I already knew because I was like, that has to be the right way to spell it. And I was curious to see if they would run it back because of that, but I did spell it wrong. So, I mean, it's fair. I know I see a couple of people saying you really should have like run it back or something then. No, she spelled it right. That's one of the correct spellings. And I did spell it wrong. And mine is not a correct spelling of the word. I spelled the word counselor wrong. I spelled it Counselor. And just because that's how I say it, counselor, not counselor. And you know what? It's fine. At the end of the day, spelling out loud is hard. I'm not necessarily the smartest cookie in the whole world, and I'm sad I was eliminated, but at the end of the day, I'm really happy Emma is getting to move on. I think she's awesome. I really love Emma. She's such a sweet girl, and so I was really happy to see her move on. Maybe go and continue on the legacy of us. I'm just happy that I got to do what I came there to do. At the end of the day, out of everybody in the Beast Games, I made it to the top 33 out of 2,000 people. I feel good about that. If any of you are wondering, yes, I know how to spell the word counselor now. It doesn't matter. I know I've told you all of these things, but at the end of the day, I got out. I'm honestly so incredibly thankful that I did get myself out and that it wasn't something like self-elimination, luck, or something team-based. I'm genuinely so thankful that I went out on my own terms and that the reason that I left was because I was an idiot. I actually think it's wonderful. I'm so thankful for the experience. Oh my gosh. No, that's so stupid. I'm so thankful for the experience and the people that I got to meet. They are all people who have like actually changed my life, taught me a lot, and have like really shaped my life in a totally different direction. The people I met there are really, really incredible. Sorry. I don't mean to cry. I only got to say goodbye to Akira before I left because Piper and Kendra both did Chance and got out on Chance. I got to say goodbye to Ivy because we were at the same hotel, and Ava. You guys haven't even seen all of the people that I got to meet in the Beast Games, and I'm so sorry to get so emotional. I know this is like so corny. They are some of the most kind, awesome, fun-loving, supportive people I've ever met in my entire life. We all became so close in such a short amount of time, and they are some of the most incredible people. Honestly, I hear that as the games go on, things get a little more intense, and if I got out before anything started to get too intense or people started to get a little more cutthroat, and I'm still good with all of the people and friendships I made, I am so thankful because I love these people. I'm so thankful I got to know them. I'm so proud of where I made it. I feel really proud of myself. I feel like top 33 of 2000 is more than I could have ever imagined. I came and did exactly what I wanted to do, which was make friends, connections, and have a really unique and cool experience. I'm not upset at all. Hopefully they would be interested in having me back in the future on a season 2, because I absolutely would be interested in doing season 2 if it means I get to make more incredible connections and friends with people. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I won't lie, like leaving the Beast games after I was eliminated was really hard. I knew that our friendships weren't going to be the same anymore, because they really can't be. Like, you have obligations, work, you have life, family, all that kind of stuff, and you all live in such different places that, you know, it really just can't be the same as living in this weird manufactured city with all of your meals taken care of, and you don't have to worry about a single thing besides a challenge that day. But besides that, anytime you have off, you get to just enjoy all of these really cool people. I'm so thankful that I got to be on it at all. What a cool thing to say that I did. So thankful for the opportunity. All I can say is that I just love all the friends I made. I love every single one of you, even the people that I met later, like on the island and got close to on the island. Every single one of you is super cool, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for all of you. Here's the other thing, for all of you asking, I did not get anything more for making it to the top 33. I only earned the 2000, which is a lot still, okay? It is still a lot, but I only made the 2000. I loved the montage they had of me and Emma. I thought that was so cute. The beach scene was so cute. I thought that all of those were super, super, super cute. I'm so happy that Emma's moving on. I'm so happy she is. She's awesome. I cannot stress that enough. I'm so glad that she, you know, if I don't get to go, that she does. I loved her reasonings for why she was there. Her whole thing was, I want to see how far I can go. I want to see how strong I am. I want to see that, like all that kind of stuff. By the way, for those of you who are curious, when you fall down, it's very fun. I was actually really excited, and it was kind of interesting because I remember in episode 1, I was like, oh, I really want to get to fall down one of these because I want to know what it's like to fall through the trapdoor, but I really don't want to be eliminated. We obviously didn't get to test them or anything. I ended the show by getting to try it. And hey, I will tell you right now, getting to fall down, that was really fun. It's not a far drop. It's like 6 feet. The ground is edited so that it looks like it's further, but it's not actually that far. It's not a very far drop at all. You literally, the doors open out from under you and you fall into a foam pit, and then they come get you through the door. I had a good time. They let me say goodbye to Akira, which I felt very, very lucky because they usually didn't let you say goodbye to anybody. Usually, as soon as you were eliminated, you have to go right away, and they take you away right away, so you do not get to see your friends anymore. Luckily, I was kind of friends with one of the producers, and I was like, please, 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 please let me say goodbye to Akira. And luckily, I actually technically got to say goodbye to both Emma and Akira. It was very sad. We both cried a lot. That was the last time I saw Akira, which is very sad. And the last time I saw Emma as well. Not the last time I saw Ivy. I saw Ivy not that long ago. But yes, Ivy got eliminated, and so did Ava, and they didn't show theirs, which was very sad. So the turnaround time from getting eliminated to getting back home, luckily was really fast for me. I was leaving basically the next day to go home. I was exhausted and very sick. And I will tell you, when I got home from Beast Games, I was sick for almost 2 weeks. It was really intense. So thankful for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity to get to be on there. That was just incredible. What an experience. I got to go fly to Panama on a chartered flight. I got to watch people get dropped. Hundreds of people dropped through trap doors. I got to meet the Beast team. I got to make some incredible friends. I had a really awesome experience. and I am so thankful for every single person I met. I'm so thankful for all of you who have been so interested in the content that I've been making related to this. Thank you so much for watching. Please stick around, okay? There's more stuff to come, and it's not just gaming. I'm not done with Beast Games content. I still have people that I'm going to be interviewing about their experiences on their episodes past where I got eliminated, so don't worry. The other things that you can expect are, I don't know, I don't want to spoil certain things, but just know it won't just be gaming. I have some like more, I guess talking head is the best way I can put it, style videos. I have a lot of different ideas that I would love to be able to do, and I plan on sort of trying a lot of different things. We'll just see kind of what sticks. That's I guess the best way to put this. Just be on the lookout, all right? I seriously appreciate you hearing me out, hanging out with me, hearing out my story on the Beast Games. I'm sorry if this was disappointing. I don't mean to be disappointing. I couldn't spell the word counselor, folks. I just couldn't. So top 33 out of 2,000 though. That's still pretty insane. Subscribe, like, comment, ask questions. I'm here to answer your questions. Come hang out with me on Twitch. I stream on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Thursdays currently. I will talk to you guys later.